Kelly Steckelberg. I am the CEO of Zoosk. Zoosk is the leading online dating app. We have 30 million members around the world using our platform.
Name, Grant Langston, Vice President, Brand Marketing, eHarmony.com. eHarmony is an online dating site. We've been in business since 2000, and it's geared towards more serious-minded daters.
Park Authority, Match Group Head of Business.
Okay. Joe Chesla, Director of M&A and Corporate Development, Match Group.
Cliff Lerner. I'm the founder and CEO of Snap Interactive. We have two dating products. One is called AYI.com, Are You Interested? And a new mobile dating app called The Grade. AYI was actually the very first dating app on Facebook back in May of 2007. It's a freemium site, subscription-based service, and The Grade is our more recent product that's very mobile-focused, really location-based focus on a higher quality, higher intent audience. Snap Interactive, it's a publicly traded company. Snap is one of the very few publicly traded companies in the dating space.
Steve Baker, I'm Director of the Federal Trade Commission's Midwest region in Chicago. We're the nation's main consumer protection agency, so we do consumer protection, mostly civil, although we work with criminal enforcers on everything you think. Spam emails, robocalls, false advertising on TV, we're there, we do it. And more recently we've been doing at least one case in the dating industry and maybe more.
My name is Wayne May, owner of ScamSurvivors.com. Scam Survivors is a site that's run by a group of volunteers that helps people who've either been the victims of scams or are worried that they are going to be the victim of scam, that they're actually in contact with a scammer.
Hi, my name is Steve Liu and I'm CEO of Privy Groupe. Privy is a private social network that's curated and a global dating platform for bicultural, Western-educated Asians in the US and Asia.
Hi, I'm Sharia Jackson, Essence Magazine's relationships editor and a New York City dating coach. Essence Magazine is an international publication for women with an audience of 13 million women around the world. We have the largest live event in the country, which is the Essence Festival, which takes place every 4th of July weekend in New Orleans.
My name is Donna Para. I'm the CEO of a company called Venture Aviator. Venture Aviator is a software development and strategic services company, and we help growing companies build great products and excel in the marketplace.
My name is Irina. I work as a product manager at datingpro.com. DatingPro is a software provider. It lets you build a dating website and manage all the payments and own the members' database. And it's also fully rebrandable.
Thomas Edwards, founder, the Professional Wingman. The Professional Wingman helps people develop better social skills to improve their dating lives by going out with them to social environments and giving them real-time feedback on what prevents them from making those romantic connections.
Steve Dakota Happis, I'm the CEO and co-founder of ProfessionalMatch.com. It's the #1 site connecting singles with matchmakers.
Well, my name is Ron Moles, and I have a company called Myngle Interactive from Detroit, Michigan. And I also run a group called Mix and Mingle, also in Detroit, Michigan. And I am a former, actually speed dating coordinator for Cupid.com and pre-dating events.
Matthew Valentine's, personaldatingassistance.com. Personal dating assistance is for guys who want to go on more dates with attractive women online, but they don't have the time or the skill set to do it themselves. Just like an office manager or administrative assistant will help you with your business life, dating assistant helps you with your dating life.
Hi, I'm Julie Spira. I'm the founder and CEO of Cyber Dating Expert at cyberdatingexpert.com. Cyber Dating Expert is a dating advice site where I help singles find love on the internet. Me and my team, we put together irresistible profiles for singles. There's free dating advice on the site, but then as a digital matchmaker, we provide high-end coaching, very personalized, to help you find your dream date.
My name is Quinn Early. I'm an officer in QRE company, and just happy to be here at the iDate conference. Basically what we do is we're just gathering technology about the dating industry, and we're just trying to help in making the industry better, which is exactly what we've been talking about. Getting rid of scammers, making sure that people are authentic, who they say they are online. So that's pretty much what our company does.
My name is Irina. I'm the Public Relations Manager at Skadate Dating Software Company. Skadate is the software for creating dating and social networking websites. It's a turnkey solution, meaning that you don't need to do any programming, any coding. You're just ready to go out of the box.
Hi, my name is Jessica Baker. I'm CEO and founder of AlignedSigns.com. AlignedSigns is a self-awareness and relationship platform on the web and Apple and Android phones as an application that connects users based on Western astrology, Chinese zodiac, and the Myers-Briggs personality assessment.
I've met top-level executives, heads of publicly traded companies. I ran into John Lewis, who's chairman of Sparks Networks, one of the executives in technology from Alibaba, owners of online dating companies that are within my industry.
I've met in people that are trying to do some security on the sites. I've also talked to people who are trying to process credit cards, who legally, people who are trying to help people prove that they are real people in the online world. And dating companies, industry insiders. It's just been a delightful group of people.
Yeah, it was really great because it was a good cross-section of people. Presidents, CEOs, founders, from service providers to matchmakers to other online dating sites. It was great.
There were companies that weren't at the other one that are big names that I never thought I'd get the chance to meet, quite frankly.
C-level executives. Most of the people here are either CEOs of their companies or play a major role in the executive team.
CEOs, a lot of senior folks in the biggest players in the industry, and a lot of entrepreneurs. I met a guy who is launching a new app, a new site next week. So he is, I mean, it's the whole spectrum, right? It's the people that have been in it like me for 15 years, and it's the brand new entrepreneur. Went to a session where we were pitching ideas at the CEOs of some new businesses. That's always a lot of fun to try and help them. So it runs the whole span of the entire business.
So far, I have seen several CEOs of very successful companies. I've seen people from Google, from Match.com, from eHarmony, from Plenty of Fish, from just name any major dating website in the industry or the provider of technology, and you will definitely find them at iDate.
Presidents, CEOs, people who are decision makers, people who are they're leading in their space. Very motivated people. I'm an entrepreneur. I love meeting entrepreneurs. I love talking shop, and I get inspired when I meet people who are passionate about what they're doing. And I love what I do, helping people, make a connection. I think about it all the time, and hearing other people's perspectives on it is invaluable to encouraging me to think of ways I can grow my own business.
A lot of CEOs, a lot of founders, a lot of chief engineers, a lot of data managers. It's such a diverse group of people coming together. It's really awesome to see.
All sorts of people, and mostly CEOs and founders. It's somehow when you're sitting in your office just working, you do not imagine that there are that many people out there doing almost the same thing as you. It's a nice experience.
Actually, a number of really high-level executives out here, so I've really enjoyed that. People that I never thought I would be able to meet in other events. So, and that was one of the reasons I really wanted to make this iDate conference, actually.
I'm meeting pioneers in the industry, lots of energetic people that are inspiring and encouraging of one another. So it's very invigorating.
And I'm meeting tons of CEOs and founders of these, startups as well as matured companies that I can definitely help get to the next level. These are the people that can buy the traffic for me. So the caliber of people that I'm meeting here are more important than an affiliate Summit West conference. This is on the end where I need to sell the leads and purchase them. Like, if I'm meeting with somebody that controls It's Just Lunch Canada, that's important to me because that means I have an endpoint for my traffic.
Just all kinds of people. People in law enforcement, people from the various dating sites, just finding out what the trends are, what people are looking for as far as trying to enhance this industry.
Yeah, it's a little bit of everything. It's some executives, matchmakers.
A number of people, both on the operational side, on the technical side, a number of matchmakers, which is interesting, so the online and offline work.
You know what, I really am enjoying the event. Yeah, I do have low vision. I have my glasses here, but I do have some vision. The people here at the conference have been wonderful. The folks here at iDate, the organizers, have been really great. I've been talking with them before I came to the conference, and the staff has just been wonderful. So it's really made it easy for me to get around and enjoy it.
I've had a great time. I've seen some old friends. I've met some new friends. It's been great to meet with companies that compete with us, who are sort of faceless competitors, and of course it's nice to connect with them as people and have a chat.
I remember my first iDate. I was the new kid on the block, and everybody, they just welcomed me with such open arms. So for me, I felt it was important to keep attending iDate and to pay it forward. So when I come to the conference, I really enjoy speaking with people that have a new idea. They're getting ready to launch a mobile app, and they need some help. And so I'm very quick to follow them on Twitter and to give them social media advice. So you want to be in this internet dating industry. If you want to be in the dating industry, period, you're missing out if you don't come to iDate.
Oh, it's going great so far. I'm getting to meet tons of amazing people. I think what's really interesting is the tech side. I didn't know was so involved. And so to meet so many people on that side where I prefer to work on the analog side of dating is really fascinating.
The event is wonderful, really. There are so many networking opportunities and so many opportunities for developing new partnerships. And there is a very nice atmosphere here. Like, you don't take it only as an online dating business opportunity. It's more about the common wish to let people not be alone. So it's more about, you know, the common goal of the people that gather here, which I like very much.
The event's going great. You meet people from new payment processors, new technologies, but most importantly, other online dating executives, where really you're just looking to do some business, see what's working, what's not working, try to do some traffic deals and such.
It's been fascinating to be here. There's so many really smart, creative, innovative, motivated people. It's really been interesting to talk to people that are trying new ideas.
It's great. It's been a learning experience.
Yeah, it's been a great crash course on the industry, and exciting to meet a bunch of competitors and other companies that I haven't yet been exposed to.
Always. there's business to do everywhere. But to actually do that and meet other people as well, I think there's some great relationships that are going to come out of it that you'll probably see months down the road.
Yes, we've got business done here, and we're also exhibiting here at the iDate conference, and we even won the award as the best dating software provider.
I am, actually. It's been very, very productive, and that's why I'm here again. So this is the third day of the conference. I'm here for the second day, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, partnerships, revenue share deals, marketing opportunities, those are definitely to be had at iDate, just from talking about people in different areas of the industry.
Yes, I'm definitely getting a lot of business done here. I'm formulating partnerships and alliances and finding new affiliates and all sorts of wonderful things that I think will help benefit one another, myself and them as well.
I'm going to do business with a couple, maybe possibly a lawyer, online affiliate manager, partnerships with other companies, so it was very beneficial.
Nothing signed, sealed, and delivered, but have had some pretty substantial discussions that I'm excited about following up on when I get back.
The people at iDate are incredible. They are smart. They're so passionate. I mean, when you see people who are really committed to their services and craft, and so I love the energy. They're so smart, and so to see new ways that we can service people in the area of love is exciting.
Yeah, we have a couple of clients in the space, so we met a few other interesting potential clients and just some great contacts all around.
Yes, so we have now made a few contacts here, used a few networking opportunities for probably creating new add-ons for our product, and we have also found a few possibilities for further marketing of our product.
I think that it's a great opportunity to continue to evaluate the online dating space and where there are opportunities for partnerships, for sure.
I have. I think more and more you see international opportunities and how to go about entering those markets and being successful. So I've seen some interesting talks, really just more international. The American market's pretty crowded at this point, so looking globally.
I've got a lot of ideas, and I've talked to a lot of people here. I'm bringing home a lot of new ideas that hopefully we'll be able to implement in our product.
I'm taking back so many incredible ideas. In addition to my work at Essence, I'm a freelancer for Fortune.com, so I'm cooking up a story idea around this booming business of love. And I think it's incredible to see so many businesses that are coming out to cater to the critical decisions around love that we have as people in this world. So I'm so excited, I'm so inspired, and it's just the energy is contagious when you come here to see people so passionate about what they do.
I think the idea of social skills, and I think coming into the dating industry, it makes you realize how much more social skills needs to make a prominent role in internet dating. I do see myself trying to find more innovative ways to tackle the prevalent issue of our depreciation of social skills.
I think product development is really important in any company, and getting inspiration from other people who are, at the same level makes you think of new ideas and new opportunities that might be out there that otherwise you wouldn't have in a vacuum when you're just grinding on your own business.
I'm definitely getting a lot of ideas. I'm going to share to my potential partners.
Yes, I'm getting lots of ideas, co-sponsoring events and partnerships and alliances, and just lots of ways to expand my business and help each other grow and boost and enhance one another.
At this year's iDate, it's been really exciting for me because we've been focusing so much on content and content curation. And no matter how much content I curate on Cyber Dating Expert, you always can learn something new from what somebody else is doing, whether it's SEO strategies, whether it's dealing with something to do with how to create a great headline, anything. So I would tend to say that being at iDate and meeting some of the matchmakers this year has been really helpful for me. And some of these niche mobile dating apps and niche dating sites that have popped up, I love hearing about them. And trust me, I will be writing about them.
I love tons of feedback from all the matchmakers and people in this industry, because the more information I can get from everybody, I can kind of pull together those resources and continue on putting together a really good product.
The biggest things that I was talking to one of my colleagues was the fact that when Mark Brooks from Cortland Brooks was talking about how many people have formed relationships just last year alone from the dating sites is just pretty informative.
Yeah, we've learned a lot of things. Really, we would like more help in the dating industry in screening out the fake profiles and also contacting people who have had contact with the Nigerian scammers to warn them that at the inception of these relationships that they could be involved in a romance scam. That could do an incredible amount of good for a pretty low cost, and so that would be really good. The other one I keep hearing is that this use of fake profiles in order to get people to convert to a paid membership is at least not uncommon and perhaps common. And the message I have is myself, any other consumer protection agency in the United States or around the world is instantly going to find that deceptive, and I think is going to be really very interested in taking legal action for it.
There were a couple of ideas that were mentioned during the panels that are kind of sitting in my head at the moment, and it's, I think I can work on them and come up with something to expand them and see how we can go with using them to help educate people.
I think for us, we certainly play a part across the entire spectrum of the dating world, and so it's been helpful to get insights both from direct competitors, from companies that are tangential to our current business, and to the offline.
I've lost count. I've been coming to iDate, I believe, since 2007 to a year, so it's got to be somewhere between 15 and 20 of them.
It's my first time at iDate, but STVI has been a regular participant in these kind of events, and we have been nominated for the iDate Awards for a few years in a row.
First time I was here was in Germany. I think it has to be about 3-4 times as big as the one in Germany.
This is my 13th iDate conference, and Cyber Dating Expert has been a media sponsor for several years, and it's been a terrific experience because I get to come here to the conference and meet all the new people that are entering the industry that have something new and exciting to talk about, as well as rekindle relationships with people that I've met over the course of the last 13 iDates. So it's really terrific, and keep in mind, meeting in person is everything. We might be following each other on Twitter, we might be connected on LinkedIn, but once you put that face to the name of somebody in your industry that you can help and who also wants to help you, well, those things happen at iDate.
Yeah, this is my third one, and you've been asked me to speak and present here for each of them, and I've had a great time and developed tons of great relations from it.
That's my first time at iDate.
It is my first time at iDate.
It is the first time at iDate. It is my first time at iDate.
This is my first time at iDate. I've actually been hoping to make it out here to the conference for a few years, and I finally did it here in 2015.
First time at iDate, yeah. It's really cool.
This is actually my third time at iDate. I spoke last year. I checked it out the year before. We're really pleased to be here at iDate this year again as a sponsor.
This is my second iDate experience, and it has been absolutely incredible. The same way the Tropicana Hotel has done an upgrade, the iDate conference gets bigger and better every time.
First time at iDate. Having a great time so far. It's definitely the place to be in terms of online dating, getting a lot of good information and meeting a ton of interesting people.
I just came out of a session on fraud, and of course we have a whole team designed to combat fraud, but I learned about a few new wrinkles. That's of course an evolving field. As soon as you solve a problem, the bad guys are thinking up new ways to get around your solution. So I would say that's been very helpful. I've also learned a lot from a matchmaking session that I went to, because eHarmony has started a matchmaking service, and that's a place where we are brand new and have a lot to learn.
Scamalytics, no, they're reasonably priced, and I think they're offering something that we could all utilize in the industry, which is basically bringing honesty to profiles and what have you at a reasonable price.
There was a great talk by a guy who wrote the book called Hook, and that was really interesting. He talked about the importance of internal triggers, using people's emotional states to get them to take action on your side. That was really insightful.
I've witnessed an interview with Andrei Bronetsky, the head of Mamba and Wamba, the most popular Russian dating service.
But I really wanted to attend Mark Brooks' conference on getting into the industry and setting it up. Hopefully that would have avoided any problems and just be a lot more efficient use of my time and resources. So
there was a lot of useful information on the development of the mobile industry given by Mark Brooks. And so we definitely took a few important messages from that. And I think there is a lot to add to our product based on the information that we found here.
It's always interesting to see new technology, especially around fighting spammers and scammers. So that's always interesting to see what's new. Same on the payment processing, especially when we're looking to go more international. But for us at this point, it's a pretty stable product. We have a lot of technology in terms of payments and fighting scammers.
I've spoken to the people on Scamalytics a number of times. The one at the moment is definitely the verified by CAM. That's actually a very, very interesting thing, because it will stop, in my eyes, it's going to stop at least 99.9% of the scammers. Yeah, Stephen Baker from the FTC, I'd spoken to him before the conference, but to see the things that he was saying, there are sites that are being looked into that really, really need to be looked into. So that was pretty exciting.
Well, matchmaking is the oldest technology that exists in dating. And so to see its evolution and the community come together and try to help each other, I think it's also great to see, as you always assume that there's a lot of competition within the dating industry, but I think the matchmaking, because of its age and its reputation, it's good to see everyone trying to collaborate for a greater good.
I don't really think of them as two different elements. I think it's more of like an online and offline version of the same thing. It's just finding ways to have synergy between those two, because they are essentially the same thing, where you're helping people find their happiness in their life, more happiness in their life.
It's been interesting. 2 years ago when I was at iDate, there definitely was a lot more distance, I would say, between the matchmaking business and online dating, and now I'm seeing a lot more cohesion. So you're seeing online dating sites which are now hiring matchmakers and having matchmaking services available, and then you're also seeing matchmakers really embrace technology and use it to better service their clients.
If you're not at iDate, you are no one in the dating business.
If you're not at iDate, you are no one in the dating business.
Если вы не приехали на конференцию iDate, значит, о вас никто не узнает.
If you're not at iDate, you're nobody in the dating business.
If you're not at iDate,
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 you're nobody in the dating business.
you're nobody in the dating business.
you're nobody. Dating business.
you're nobody in the dating business.
you're nobody in the dating business.
you're nobody in the business.
If you're not at iDate, you're nobody in the dating business, that's for sure.
And if you're not at iDate, and if I don't see you next year, you're nobody in this business.
If you're not at iDate, you're a nobody in the dating business.
So I do have to tell you something. If you are not at iDate, you're really not a big deal in this industry, because all the heavy hitters are here. We've had lunch together and we're having a great time, and we hope you join us the next time.
You should be at iDate.